So 4 years ago, I was at university in debt, working at Domino's and living at my friend's house for free. I knew I didn't want to get a job, but luckily I found dropshipping and it actually worked. I literally went from minus 4K in overdrafts at university to making over $1.2 million in profit over the span of the 3 years I started. I managed to scale this dropshipping brand, focusing on one sustainable business to over $3 million in sales and actually getting a big cash exit, which no one is talking about on YouTube right now. Unlike anyone else, I focused on slow and sustainable growth of the business, and this is how I was successful in it. I'm currently living my dreams in Bali. Of all the goals I wrote on my notepad 4 years ago, I'm traveling the world. As you can see, I've got the dream set up right now and a massive villa working with the boys. So I'm gonna show you and break down exactly how I did this as a complete beginner and how you can do the same. So let's get into my results and let's dive into the account. As you can see, we've done over £2.7 million in sales over the 3 years, which is easily over $3 million in sales. Obviously the conversion rate is a bit lower because it's a higher ticket store. You can see the average order value, £321. But yeah, these are the results. So after seeing those results, you're probably thinking, right, how did I get started? And obviously, how was I a complete beginner and how did this work? So I've been doing e-commerce for nearly 8 years now, I think. And I fully started in the first year of university. I did a foundation year, like an access course, because I actually pretty much failed school. I pretty much had 1 day a week, so I had ultimate free time. And then I stumbled across and I started a jewelry brand. This jewelry brand, I managed it for 4 years, probably breaking even. I think I did around 200K in revenue. And realistically, I made no profit, but I learned how to develop websites, I learned how to create ads, and I learned how to brand products, talking to suppliers and fulfillment. I understood the basics. From there, when I finished university, I had no clue what to do. Obviously, it was a weird time of year because lockdowns started occurring, so you couldn't even get jobs. This was my massive excuse. I'm gonna focus on making money from a laptop. I didn't know what to do. And then obviously I always spoke about selling jewelry, I spoke about what I did, and then my mate was like, why don't you just start dropshipping? Because the jewelry was not making me enough money to live off, barely enough to eat. So I was like, right, I'll start dropshipping because it's positive cash flow. Make the sale, collect the cash, and then you fulfill the order, rather than pre-buying stock. It takes 6 months to come, which was the biggest problem with the jewelry brand. And yeah, the first month I literally did £5,000 in sales. The second month I did £14,000 in sales, and I literally automatically was making enough money to get my own apartment, etc. Moving forward, I went home, I focused purely on this one dropshipping business, and I scaled it up to massive months, 100Ks, 400Ks, and yeah, I moved to Bali, been traveling the world, and that is where I got to today. But as you can see, 4 years ago, I was literally working at Domino's. So within that journey, it's been crazy, and I didn't even start with any money. So we actually used a credit card, and because the brand and the ads, so when we were selling these products on the Facebook ads, they were instantly profitable. So us just using a credit card, the sales of the products would pay back the debt instantly. So that is how we made money. We didn't even put any money in. Obviously, I don't advise this, but it worked for us. So quickly, I want to talk about the private network I've been working on. Obviously, the 7 years I've been doing e-commerce, I learned along the way. What were the key and pivotal moments that got me to where I am? And that is one of them: networking, Facebook ads, content creation, automation, and hiring. I've designed this private network and mentoring to, if you have started dropshipping, you're building a brand, to which the resources can help you get to the position you desire. So if you want more information, click the link. As you can see, some of our members in the private network have done, one of the guys work, he did 10K last week, literally been in the program for like 30 days. So we've got loads of results to back this. So much testimonials. I'm super proud of this. If you're not joining, I don't know what to say to you, because the guru market of selling mentorship and courses is so saturated. The prices compared to value are super crazy, and most people haven't built and sold a company over 3 years. I have. So click the link if you're interested. See you in there. So how did I create a winning brand? This is the biggest problem people face, because people think it's saturated. It's hard to start because there's a million people doing it, which is not the case. You just need to understand how to get product market fit, choosing the right audience to sell to, choosing the right product and how to sell it. So I'm gonna break down a prime example of how I chose a winning brand and how it works instantly. Because you gotta think from a buyer's perspective, if you're a brand new company and they see a brand new ad, why would they purchase off you? There needs to be a reason for them to sell to you. And this is the best way I found that you can do that. So let's dive into this flow chart. I wanted to talk about fashion because it explains it the best. So within fashion is $1 billion industry every month. It's one of the biggest in e-commerce, but you're probably starting off, and when I was starting off, right, how can I get people to buy straight away? So what I did was, you need to choose a macro niche. So you got fashion, home decor, parents, supplements, garden. You need to choose one of these macro niches and sub niche. So that's exactly what I did. So, right, how can we choose a sub niche and choose a speciality? So people are right, I don't care if this brand's small, I'd purchase them anyway because they're a specialist in this section. So there is multi-billions of people purchasing in the fashion. So we know this is a cash flow industry. Then you got to think, right, do I want to sell to women? Do I want to sell to men? Usually women generally purchase more in fashion. So then what I did was I moved to the women's fashion, and then right, there are multiple sub niches within the women's category. So if we were starting off, we could choose one niche, such as preppy clothing, high fashion, minimalist, streetwear, vintage and retro, gothic. Like, there's probably not many people drop shipping gothic clothes, do you know what I mean? And this is how we could take advantage of a massive industry and take a slice. And then once you choose your sub niche, again, you can go even further into it. Right, each sub niche you could sell jackets. You could be the best in jackets, you could be the best in shirts, you could be the best in caps, bags, or trousers. So this is what I mean by choosing a macro niche. Then you choose a sub niche of an audience that are already looking to purchase but isn't as saturated. There's customers looking to buy and find specialists in these industries. So when you're starting, it doesn't matter if you're a small company or you're a brand new ad. They want to buy it because you're a specialist in that niche. That is exactly what I did. So the next stage, let's say we've chosen a macro niche, sub niche as ideas. So we've got a few listed down. The next stage is, how do we actually find a winning product? And this is easier than ever right now. It's with the data that is available online, it's very hard to get it wrong unless you just don't know what you're doing. But if you've been in the game, it's super easy. So the general process of finding a winning product is, right, who is running ads in which country and are they profitable? And then the next stage is, right, we found some people who are selling products and making money. How much are they making? And is there a space for opportunity? So let's say you find 5 different companies all selling golfing stuff, okay? We look at each one, right, they must be making money. We've tracked their sales. Is there any opportunity? Could there be a sixth golfing store that they're not selling products? Are they not selling in Germany? Are they not selling in UK? Can you be first to market in a different country? Is their content bad? Is their customer support bad? Is their website and branding bad? Have they got a unique selling point? Like, you got to think like, right, are these people making money, and do you spot any opportunity? If you spot an opportunity, this is exactly what I did. So I found a brand in one of the macro niches, in a sub niche, and they were making a lot of money. I figured that out, and their branding was terrible, their content was terrible, and everything was terrible about the brand. So I thought, right, if they're making money, I can rebrand this, create better USPs and sell it even better and create proper custom content. That's exactly what I did, and that's how it worked for me. So you've got to be able to spot opportunity. It's very easy to spot once you've been in the game and you keep trying. So the tools I'm currently using is Minia for AdSpy and Dropship.io for sales tracker. So let's dive into Minia. I'm going to show you how we can spy on competitors' ads. This is a great way to start. So as you can see, when we're on AdSpy, you can look at Facebook ads, Pinterest ads, TikTok ads. Essentially, if you can find performing ads in the USA from Facebook, these are probably going to be winners. So let's dive into this and let's use the filter platform so we can put what sort of ads we want to find. Right, so for the filters, we've done e-com platform, Shopify, scene date last month, countries, US, with a minimum of 150 likes. I think these filters will basically filter out anything that hasn't been being spent on, and we can see what has been performing. So for example, let's look at this, complete dog nutrition backed by science. This seems pretty cool. So we can see how long it's been running for, the amount of shares, the amount of likes, the amount of comments. Obviously, the more comments, the more shares. This means it's really good. So let's have a look at the Facebook ad. This product actually looks really cool. But again, Minia's very good at spying on ads. So we can literally see the increase of likes, shares, which means they have been continuing to spend. The audience, which is mainly male, audience countries, 92% United States, Canada. This is insane. These are good results. So basically, for example, let's say we could find a supplier or someone who could ship products like this. Dog is human, multivitamins for dogs. This is a product that is being sold in USA. So if we had a look at the German market, the UK market, or the EU market, and this product wasn't being sold, it means we could be first to market in Germany from a successful product that is working in the USA. That's a point of opportunity. So you got to think, right, this is a good performing ad. Let's save that and I don't need to find any more, to be fair. We found a good ad, we're interested. So the next stage is I would be using dropship.io to input the store and track the sales to see, right, how much is this company making? And that is another indicator of, right, is this a good winning product? So now we go into dropship.io, you can input store domains, you can track the sales, and it's pretty accurate. So let's have a look. Insane. So Dog is Human, sales yesterday, $7,000, last 7 days, $46,000, last 30 days, $183,000. And this is working in the USA, which is the most competitive market. So this could be a product to take to Germany or UK. We might have literally found a winner. The next stage is, right, can we reproduce this product? Can we drop ship it? Could we find a supplement factory or a white labeling company where we could drop ship goods like this? So let's dive into the account and let's have a look. So they're advertising on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The store was created last year in March. Store theme is Crave. And yeah, the results have been very consistent, to be fair. So Dog Daily Vitamin, let's have a look. Is there anything similar on AliExpress? Okay, so there's loads of stuff on AliExpress. Obviously, you just need to brand it, basically. I think the best course of action for this, if you wanted to sell something similar to this in Germany or the UK, would be to find a private supplier or a manufacturer of where you could white label and drop ship the products. This is easily doable. There's a company called like Supplyful, which you could do this for obviously human products. So you need to find something similar for dogs, but this is very repeatable. So that's how I do it, is I use Minia to spy on ads. You can use dropship.io to check sales, and you can also use dropship.io to find ads as well. These tools are perfect. It's all you need. Click the links below if you want to sign up. So that is how I found the winning product. I was looking at ads, found the ones with the most likes, found the company that was performing well, spotted the opportunity, used the tools to confirm it was working, and that is how I chose what product to sell. Right, we've now found the product. How did I test the products? So you need to figure out which platform, advertising platform, is best for your product. So you've got Facebook, Google, TikTok, Pinterest, Snapchat, Twitter. These are all advertising platforms you can sell products on. They're all different. They have different people using them for different reasons, and you need to figure out which is best. So for my store and product I chose, it was more boomers, 30 plus, between 30 to 60. And generally, most of the people using those platforms are Facebook and Instagram. So I wanted to start testing my products on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook and Instagram is also like the best platform. If you can get your ads working on there, it's got the biggest audience, you can generate the most money sustainably. And then Google is a search engine optimization. So if your products are being searched for, this could be a great place to start. TikTok is more impression based if you want to find brand new customers. A little bit cheaper, but it's way more volatile, and obviously it's not big as a reach. And then on TikTok as well, content fatigues, but it's more of a lower audience. And generally, if you want to sell products on TikTok, they need lower cost. Again, mine was higher AOV, so again, Facebook worked again. So for us, we tested on Facebook. Once Facebook worked, went to Google and then Pinterest. So we had the omnipresent marketing, but initially when you're starting off, cash flow is the most important. So you must choose your platform of how you're going to market it. It could also be organic, but I advise against organic because it could take a long time to verify if the product's going to work. Right, once we tested the product and we confirmed it's working, what is the next stage? There's a million things to do with e-commerce, but if you get the branding on point, you get the market product fit, and you understand the products work with testing, the next stage is, right, double down on content creation, improve the website, hire someone for email marketing, start testing on other platforms like Google ads, Pinterest ads, TikTok, test those as well and hire for those roles. It's super simple. The e-commerce model is very basic. The hardest part is getting that product market fit. So we focused on the back end. We hired people for the other advertising platforms, creating content, hiring customer support. So these are called virtual assistants. You would hire those, they'll deal with the customer support. Once that is all settled, all you need to focus on is creating more content, posting on all the social media platforms and increasing the advertising spend. And if you do it properly and take your time, this will scale nicely, and you can prepare for times like Q4 when you have offers, and you can scale to insane results. Just like I did, managed to end the time with this company on like 400k months, which is absolutely insane. So how did I sell the company? That came down to hiring, training, and putting systems in place. And the general rules of selling a company, obviously, because most people can't sell a dropshipping brand because there's no longevity. This worked because we turned it into like a retail store. We were selling multiple products. We could launch multiple new products. We had returning customers. Unlike most dropshipping stores, returning customer like under 2%. We were over 10%, which is pretty good for a dropshipping store. And we focused on the long-term goals. Like when most people are building dropshipping brands, they'll catch a trend for 6 months and it will crash. All their payment processes will get banned and then they're screwed. Whereas I focused on slow growth, building out the team, the processes, everything. And as the back end got improved, we generated more sales. So we did it foundations first, then sales. So the general rules when you're selling your company is Generally, it needs to be running for a minimum of 2 years. So it's going to be very difficult to sell a trending dropshipping store that was live for 3 months. The other rules is it's done on the yearly profits. So you can get a 2 to 3x multiplier on your yearly profits. Mine was actually a bit lower because I wanted the quick sale. That was my position, but generally in dropshipping and e-commerce, 2 to 3x your yearly profits. So if you are looking to sell a company, you need to focus on profits, building out the team and getting everything in place. I put myself into a position where I was an employee. So that's what I learned over the 4 years of doing it. I hired, trained, and eventually put myself as an employee position of content strategy and like marketing strategy.